And then obviously once you guys were in Nexus and it was up and going, you guys beat everybody up. You beat up Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, you beat up Vince McMahon, you very, very gently beat up Bret Hart. You sort of like sashayed him over towards a limousine. But then it all culminated at SummerSlam. It was Team WWE versus Team Nexus. And it was huge because it was so different to what they were doing at the time. And I think everybody, I don't know if everybody here, did we all watch that match in 2010? I think we all thought that Team Nexus were going to win and that was going to be the sort of continuation of the storyline. But in the end, John Cena would be the sole survivor guy in that match. Going into that match, did you guys think, well we're going to win this to keep this feud going and keep us strong? Or did you think that they were going to have John Cena and the other guys go over?
Yeah, not only did we think we were going to win because it was really the first test of this killer group that we had. It was like, okay, this is the first time we're put to the test against these top WWE superstars. We've been termed rookies the whole time. We can't lose this because we have a ton of heat. We have all this attention. Now is our chance to prove our credibility. We'll win this. And then we were told a week beforehand by one of the agents, I can't remember who, that, yeah, you guys are going to be winning. We're just figuring out all the details. So anyway, a week later, we turned up at SummerSlam, and it's in LA at the Staples Center, huge arena, and we get there, and we get down to the ring, and Edge and Chris Jericho, who are part of the team that we're fighting against, they're already down at the ring, and we all come down there, we're in our suits, and we're looking all smart, and being good boys still, and just go over and say, hey guys, we're just trying to figure out how to make you guys look like stars today. And we kind of chuckle about it, and we go off to catering and get some food. And then we come back down later on, and we're pulled to one side, and Arn Anderson says, hey guys, here's the finish. It's going to be you eliminating him, he's going to eliminate this guy's going to eliminate this one. So it's kind of like, dominoes are falling, this guy's out, and then we get down to the final three, which is myself and Justin Gabriel on the Nexus side against John Cena. And then we're told, okay, and Cena's going to beat you both and go over, at which point I kind of thought he was joking just to gauge our reaction. And now I realize, no, he's not joking. This is serious. John's going over. So we bring up, why is John going over? We really need to win this match. And Arn puts his hands up and says, nothing to do with me. You've got to go and speak to Vince about this. So trying to get your hands on Vince during a pay-per-view day or a TV day or anything is tough. So it took about an hour or so for us to track him down and wait outside his office and get to speak to him. We go in there and have a chat with him and say, hey, Vince, here's the situation. We've just been told that John's going over in this match. We think it's a bad idea. We think we need to go over. And Vince looked me in the eye and told me the reason we're doing this is because SummerSlam needs to have a happy ending, which is a different kind of happy ending to the one you're thinking about now. We didn't want that. We wanted one of the kids to go home happy, which, so there's not a lot you can do at that point. We've argued our case. Vince, we need to go over. No, here's what I need. I need this to go over well at the end. I need the kids to be happy. So I knew at that point I was being lied to. I knew it was a nonsense. It was a nonsense reply. I didn't believe it at all, and I don't believe it to this day. I thought it was a terrible idea. I don't think you'll find anybody who will come forward and say, at any level of wrestling, says, yeah, that was the right decision that day, but that's what it was, and there was nothing we could do about it. The decision had been made. How they got to that decision, I don't know, but Vince looked me in the eye and told me that was the reason. I don't believe it, but there we go.